Hey everybody, it's Christina Holloway here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about how to speak with confidence as a leader. So, this is about how to show confidence when you speak, even if you're nervous inside. We all get nervous. So, being able to speak with confidence will help you as you build your experience in this area. If this sounds helpful, stick around. And if you're new here, I post weekly leadership and career advice to help you grow professionally. So be sure to subscribe. All right, so let's get started. Number one, the confidence myth. Okay, first, let's get rid of this myth. Some people are just born confident speakers. Nope, that is not a thing. Most confident speakers, they trained for it. They practiced, they figured out the small shifts that make a huge impact. Now, there is truth to some people being comfortable in the spotlight. When I debrief on personality assessments, there is a marker for seeking out recognition. And that means, are you comfortable in the spotlight? Some people would rather not be thrust into the spotlight, awards, recognition, anywhere where they're singled out and the attention is on them. And other people are fine with it. They don't actively seek it out, but they are fine with filling that role occasionally. And some may even seek it out, like they enjoy being recognized as employee of the month with a plaque and a picture on the wall. So figure out where you fall in this spectrum, because you can be anywhere here and still develop your confidence for speaking up or speaking out. So, for example, have you ever been in a meeting where someone speaks and instantly commands the room? And then sometimes when you speak, it feels like your words just disappear. Yeah, it didn't land or people checked out. But here's the thing, confidence is really about how you say things. You're building a compelling argument. And here's the truth, confidence isn't about being loud or dominating the room. Pay attention to that. It is about being in control of your voice, your body language, and your message. The more you work on what you can control, as it fits in your comfort level with recognition, the more likely you will be to create an environment where you will feel successful for you. Number two, three core elements of confident speaking. All right, so let's break this down. If you want to speak with confidence as a leader, here are three things to focus on. Vocal control. The best speakers take their time, they own the room. Nervousness and lack of confidence comes from not knowing how things will play out. When you own the narrative, your nerves calm down a little bit each time. Why are you there? What value are you presenting? Where can you disconnect who you are as a person from what you're presenting as information? You're a good person. You're a successful person. You deserve to be there. All good things to say to yourself. Then start slow and lower the pitch of your voice slightly. It signals authority and helps you focus on controlling your voice, something that belongs to you. And here's a big one, filling the silence with so happens, but the sooner you address it, the better it will feel for you. Just stop talking. Just pause. That pause slows your brain and also makes you look powerful and in control. And that's what this is about, helping others perceive you a certain way, confident, calm, and in control. Body language. We've done a lot of work over the past 5 years since most organizations went to online video conferencing for meetings. And personally, I feel that those moves took some pressure off those people who were struggling or feeling overwhelmed with presenting, especially in front of new people. Being at home and wearing comfortable pants while you talked into a machine was probably a good way to get experience presenting in a low risk and comfortable environment. And here we are today, hybrid work, back in the office, one-on-one meetings or team meetings in the conference room. More possibilities for different ways we can communicate with confidence. But the most important thing is presenting to skip levels or people with authority that we want to impress. For that, pay attention to small things like keeping your posture open, shoulders back, chin up. Minimize any opportunities for you to get lost in your thoughts. Use hand gestures, but in a controlled way, maybe only to emphasize your points. Stay away from a lot of movement. Body language can be impactful when you're focusing on your message and less on moving around. You're learning here how to be intentional. You can start with eye contact, pick a few people and connect with them. That actually helps you make the room seem smaller. I have a message, and it's for these people specifically. This again creates control for you and makes a huge difference. Message clarity. Confidence isn't about saying more, it's about saying the right things clearly. Try framing your ideas like this: here's what I think, or let me walk you through this. Write down three things that you know you want to get across in your presentation. Make time to talk about those three things. And when you're done, celebrate that win. Message clarity gives you a clear goal to achieve when speaking. As long as you did those things, you have succeeded. Try really hard here. Don't over explain. If you keep talking in circles, people start tuning out. Say what you need to say, then stop. That conveys confidence and also helps you maintain control of what you intended to say. Message clarity is the biggest way you can finish your presentation and feel like you accomplished something big. It gives you an objective and something to aim for, and you need that. Number three, what to do when you're nervous. All right, here's the thing: everyone gets nervous. I don't care how experienced you are. Your heart's going to race, your hands might get clammy. That's normal. The trick is what you do with it. You have to channel that energy. Again, spend less time worrying about how things might go wrong and focus your energy on what you can get right. You have now set parameters for yourself. I'm going to stand strong, lower the tone of my voice to start, hit these 3 points and slow down, maybe by taking a breath between points. Those are my areas of focus. And if I can get through most of them, then I have given a successful presentation. That's where you start. You want to influence what you can control, and that's you. Don't worry about what you have to present on. Focus your energy on what you can control, especially when you're just starting out. If this is new for you, after that, keep building until you feel ready to focus your energy outward. So here's what I want you to try before your next big meeting or presentation. Stand tall. Literally, how you stand affects how you feel. Breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4. Do that a few times. Power phrases. Tell yourself, I've got this. I know what I'm talking about, because you do. And if your voice shakes, well, that's okay. That's just adrenaline. So keep going. Most people won't even notice. Number 4, bringing it all together. Okay, so here's how I worked with one of my clients on this, because it's a very common request to work on with a coach. I had a client who was very accomplished, and in our first calls, he said he was surprised how nervous he was to present financial reports. He had done them many times before, but this was a new leadership team, and he would freeze. He could talk with confidence about the financials anywhere and with anyone, but in those board meetings, he would freeze. As we talked, it turned out that the leadership team was a group of new investors in his startup, and he desperately wanted them to like him as a financial leader and decision maker. He also didn't know them very well, and he was naturally an introvert. So he didn't really like presenting, but big leadership meetings never really bothered him before, because he knows his stuff. For him, he had a lot of filler words and he didn't get to the point, and he felt like because no one said anything afterwards that he was failing. So the first thing we did was get him to reach out to some of the new leaders for one-on-one meetings, lunch meetings, golf meetings, anything casual where it was relaxed. Once he started knowing these people, he had a better sense of what they expected in the meetings. Also, they didn't say anything because they were paying attention to the information and processing a lot of what he said. This was important context for him to have. Then we worked on slowing down, only contributing by using specific phrases. I agree with Bob, or this was a great meeting. They were neutral and low risk. Then he came up with 3 points that if he managed to say even one of them, that was a success, and he should celebrate. We were rebuilding his confidence from scratch. For questions, it was a lot of, I'll get back to you with more information after I do the research. Anything that could deflect the pressure of answering in the moment, especially when he didn't have all that information just yet. This is another great technique to help reduce nerves. If you know you won't have answers to all the questions, create responses that help you maintain control of the messaging. That's the shift. And it worked for my client. The pressure of impressing investors, new people he didn't know, created nerves and overwhelm for him. He leaned into his introvert tendencies for comfort, and he needed to work his way back to his confidence. So here's what I want you to do. In your next meeting, focus on just one of these things: your voice, your body language, or your clarity. pick one and practice it. And then, well, come back here and tell me how it went. I'd love to hear about it. And if you want more real world leadership tips, try joining my private LinkedIn group. It's where we're keeping the conversations going. The link's in the description. All right, so that's it for my video on how to speak with confidence as a leader. If you have examples of how you found confidence in an important meeting or presentation, please share them below. I would love to hear about them. And if you enjoyed watching this video and you found it helpful, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up by hitting that like button, and make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you never miss another video from me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.